but come here already.
Just asking for the perfect thing. Ah, you'll like this.
Manual details a special temp-controlled container. Relic needs to be kept real cool.
So Chip's gotta stay in the freezer.
Yep, could damage it otherwise. Okay, switch on thermal layer detection in the editor. Should be easier to spot where Yorinobu's keeping the chip. Loaded. Safety's on. Good to know, though. Once you're in there, don't forget about that iron.
Well, that's interesting. Oh, maybe it was just sensor range. Yeah.
Air conditioning, standard model for hotels of this caliber. Temp matches that stipulated in the docs, but no way the chip's hiding there. Too risky. Temp fluctuations, risk of damage.
I said no. Then.
Oh, Donaghys. Looks like Mr. Arasaka had something to celebrate. Really think you'll find the chip in there? No way. Temp's too low. Could fluctuate. Nice try, though.
You shall perish for a good cause.
Right. Grab the heat sig. Matches the spec in the docs.
Yorinobu's got the case here. Guaranteed.
Mm-hmm. We got it. Good work. Looks like we got everything we need. Quit out of the editor.
We shall see soon enough.
Just a fancy-ass fridge.
I want to know what the other items here are. Actually, here, let's see. Okay, see, she comes into range of that guy.
I said no.
Please.
Then you shall perish for a good cause.
But
Make yourself comfortable. I need a minute to finish.
the program is still in the trial phase. We cannot take it to market as is.
We shall see soon enough.
Please speak with your father. He's taken a particular interest in this project. He can certainly explain the risks
My father's
involved.
a tired vision.
Yeah, so I think...
From this old graybeard who thinks nothing will change and he'll live forever in his tiny, frozen bubble.
I should not even be listening to such things.
will listen to this. Saburo is an adult despot, utterly removed from reality, stuck in some fossilized vision of a world that no longer exists. Stuck in some fossilized vision of a world that no longer exists. Of a world that may never have existed. We have not seen eye to eye for the past 20 years. I am quite sure we want now.
Read the documentation carefully. The relic requires specific storage conditions. You must provide them.
Enough. Sorry to make you wait. Business can be stupid.
It wasn't long. Not even long enough for me to grow bored. Is everything all right? You seem tense. Edgy.
A moment. It will pass.
I can get to work on that. Just one condition.
You wish to make demands of me.
Only one. Focus on me. Oh, got any candy left? Stuff was pretty fun last time.
Bedroom. Nightstand.
I've got an idea. Be right back.
Very nice. But come here already.
Just a sec. Looking for the perfect thing. Ah, you'll like ah. Just a sec. Looking for the perfect thing. Ah, you'll like
Okay.
this.
Oh, candy.
It's like I'm really... Eye on the prize. Focus.
悪い米.
Okay, so she stole a glance at some emails, but nothing very interesting in the emails. Should I say messages?
Get everything you need? Yep, that'll do. Thanks, Judy. We got it. Later, T-Bug.
Nice work today. See you soon.
I'll wipe the cache on your data. You were never here.
Keep it. I'll put it on Ev's tab. Portable device for handling BDs. I already uploaded your calibration settings. Not as sophisticated as what we got here, but should do the trick.
And it keeps you out of harm's way. Clever.
Speaking of harm's way, know what I see looking at you? Walking, talking corpses.
We needed that recording, Judy. BD practically does our job for us.
The BD will be the death of us. Seriously. If Arasaka finds out you have it, you're dead. I'm dead.
Judy, relax. Nobody will ever know.
Evelyn, please. No shortcuts. You go that route, City'll always win. So be careful.
Of course I will be. Besides, we'll talk in a bit. V, one sec. Let's walk.
Yeah. Hold on. It's blue over here.
Well, what do you think?
Thanks, Judy. Really. And don't worry. I know what I'm doing. Think I see how you know so much about Yorinobu.
It's simple. Men like pillow talk a bit too much.
So it's just about the sex.
Biz. And biz only.
You're sure Yorinobu doesn't expect this kind of move from you?
He's got no idea. Trust me. He's too busy with Netwatch to give me that kind of attention. Besides, even if some suspicion takes root in his mind, it shouldn't matter. He won't react in time. And that's something you'll handle, right?
You're not worried? Arasaka will flag and screen anyone who's had dealings with Yorinobu.
Oh, they'll have a long list then. Packed full of big names. Much bigger than mine. You tell me who they check first. Corpo hotshots and cutthroats? Or a little bedroom plaything like me?
Intel on Yorinobu, the chip, the BD from Konpeki. Winds are right, plan's perfect. A job like this comes one in a million.
Thanks. Now the punchline, please.
Just sounds too good to be true. What's the catch?
Cold feet. Are you looking to get out of it?
I want to know if you're really in control here. That you're not sending me into the sort of shit I can't wade out of.
V, I have 0 reasons to haze you. We're in this together. Really. Trust me that I got this.
I've just met you.
So, what now?
V, do this job for me. I mean me alone. No splitting the payout with anyone else. No middlemen. No Dex.
You want to fuck over our fixer. I knew something was up.
Dex is a middleman. And a useless one at this point.
Evelyn, you don't mess with fixers. That's the one rule every merc in this city knows and actually follows.
But if we're smart...
Doesn't matter. Mistake like that'll cost you your rep. And without a rep, you're nobody. You sure you want to do this?
Better ask yourself that question. Do you want to spend the rest of your days blasting scabs? Or become a legend overnight? Your choice.
Oh boy.
V?
I'm gonna say no way.
No fucking way. Dex took a leap with me. He trusts me.
Now I'm doing the same. 50%. With cred like that in your account, you won't need Dex for anything.
No, Evelyn, it's not just about the money.
I thought you were a merc. I thought it was always about the money.
Not behind the back of someone who trusts me. Sorry.
Fine. I never asked. But V? I just hope you're as good as you are naive. If you need me, call. I'll send you my number.
Okay.
Good luck. Now go. I need a few words with Judy.
things looking, Miss V?
Turns out Evelyn's recording from Konpeki was worth our time.
Beautiful. T-Bug already called. Said she's working her magic.
We're all set. Ready to go. What now?
Now we do the job I hired you to do, grabbing that biochip. We'll talk about the rest at the afterlife. See you there.
Great. Be there in no time.
See you, Miss V.
Hair wax. Well, I suppose that is the kind of stuff you'd find here. Oh, wait, that's somebody's wrist. That's not a...
Yeah, I'll see ya. All right, Mom.
Oh, hello. First aid kit. Hey, make sure we got everything we need in the first aid kit, okay? Yesterday I had to explain to a client no really means no, and when I wanted to dress up my hand, it turned out we were out of bandages. So yeah, I'll be super grateful. Mwah. Mwah. The Undoing, Fall of the First Net. Chapter 1, The Apocalypse. His name was Rach Bartmoss. Everyone knows who destroyed the first net. The real question is why. Netwatch branded him a criminal and outlaw. The media called him a madman. Is either label correct? You be the judge. Below is a previously unpublished letter which Bartman put out just before the release of Rabbids. Why is this document only now just emerged? Well, someone out there did not want you, my dear readers, to ever lay eyes on it. All the more reason to take a deep dive into information available to us. Mario Jimenez. The first net was supposed to save us. It would serve as a platform for those without a voice. It would offer unlimited knowledge to those who hungered for it. It would bring a fractured humanity closer together than ever before in our history. But these hopes were hollow, false. The net spread its tendrils around the globe faster than anyone could have predicted. Or anyone could even consider the full range of consequences. This information superhighway turned out to be our path straight to hell. We were robbed of our privacy, deprived of our free will, stripped of our dignity. It was supposed to save us, but now even the net itself cannot be saved. It was molded by the corpse with sharp edges, spikes, and traps at every corner. Think of the net as a stream of water that flows gently into our minds before freezing, swelling, and destroying us from the inside out. But remember this about ice. As hard as it may be, it's surprisingly brittle. One well-placed strike and it shatters into a million tiny pieces. Watch out today, and you'll see just what I mean.
What? Hard to say. This week, for sure.
Safe and sound, Night City gangs. Hi there, it's your friendly neighborhood canine, Sergeant Dobbs. This useful little guide you're holding contains essential information about Night City's largest gangs, where you'll learn which districts to avoid, how to recognize gang members, how to avoid dangerous situations. Animals. The animals aren't real animals. They're freaks of nature. Pumped to the gills with strength-enhancing hormones, they look more like piles of meat than people. They generally avoid cyberware, with the exception of cosmetic modifications that supposedly make them more look like animals. They're extremely aggressive and don't need an excuse to start a brawl. But despite their name, the animals are not a territorial gang. You can find fierce, hostile packs of them throughout the city. 6th Street Gang. From a distance, they can be easily mistaken for soldiers on leave. Military uniforms, combat boots, buzz cuts, shouting "Oorah" every chance they get. But don't let appearances fool you. They are violent, dangerous thugs ready to slit your throat without the slightest hesitation. You'll want to watch out for them, especially in Vista del Rey. The Mox. Handsome girls, beautiful guys, but wait, it's a trap! They'll reel you in with their charm, and when you're least expecting it, bam! Your eddies are gone. Or worse, the hole in the wall that passes for their headquarters is called Lizzie's Bar. Best seen from far away and never entered. Maelstrom. If you ever find yourselves in Watson's industrial area, and it's better that you don't, watch out for the sinister faceplates. That's Maelstrom. To be part of the gang, you have to have your eyes, nose cut off and replaced with their demonic fiery red optics. Ouch. If they do that to themselves, who knows what they'll do to strangers. Better to leave that mystery unsolved. Tiger Claws. Effervescent neon tattoos with Asian motifs, katanas and shurikens, racing bikes. These are some of the trademarks of the Tiger Claws gang, with a noticeable presence in Japantown. Ignore them and they shouldn't bother you, but do something to provoke them and it's sayonara, baby. Valentinos. Golden grills, golden implants, golden crosses, and golden machetes say hola to the Valentinos. Despite the Catholic symbolism, they're not exactly love thy neighbor types. Those who get in their way usually end up chopped into pieces and tossed into the Del Coronado. Voodoo Boys. These primarily Haitian gangsters are based in Pacifica, but they hunt their victims elsewhere, the net. The Voodoo Boys are among the most skilled net runners in the Night City underworld, but beware, that doesn't mean they're not dangerous in real space too. Be sure to give them a wide berth, or you might just end up like one of their black roosters, without a head.
Yeah. All right.
Wait, I already picked you up. The Mox. It's one of those stories that's either very simple or very complicated, depending on who you ask. For Janice, it was a mix of both. The Mox came to exist because it had to. We didn't have a soul in our corner, no one to make sure street justice was on our side, so we took matters into our own hands. The Mox is composed of people who, if any of them disappeared from the streets tomorrow, you might not even notice. Sex workers, penniless artists, aimless rebels, and restless souls who weren't dealt a fair hand. Today, the Mox is thriving, as demonstrated by the booming biz of Lizzie's Bar. Lizzie's is renowned for being arguably the best braindance club in Night City. Corporate suits, gangoons, pop stars, and locals alike all gather at Lizzie's to kick back, have a drink, and dip into the most beautifully scrolled and tuned BDs you've ever experienced. Most customers, however, are oblivious to the fact that the club is gang-owned and operated, and that the Mox are in charge, watching over their own, just like Lizzie of legend once did. Know the story? Lizzie used to work here, back when it was a typical dive with a stripper pole, Janice explained proudly. She took care of the girls, made sure the eddies were falling into the pockets, and the teeth weren't falling to the curb. Like this one time, this fucker, editor's note, referring to a Tiger Claw gang member, was having too much fun with one of the girls, and Lizzie couldn't stomach it anymore. Story is she deprived the worm of his little tiger balls so quick and nasty, it took them 2 days to clean up all the blood and puke spatter. Of course, the Claws found out fast, and they flatlined her in a flash. But everybody said she had impacted... But everybody that she had impacted in some way, they were still around. They came together, fought back, and, well, you already know the rest. So that lines up with what the bartender was telling us. Nope. We did miss something here. NC Nightlife. Drinks, dancing, and debauchery. If you're a dancehead like us, don't miss out on Lizzie's. You'll find no better brain dance club in the city, no matter how deep you dig. Modern boxes, solid tech, but most important, the catalog. Chock full of nearly any experience you can imagine. You'll find everything you need to get off. Fast or slow, nasty or classy, and everything in between. Don't let the girls at the front door scare you off or kill your buzz. They're wary of newcomers, but once you get in, they'll treat you like one of their own. Trust us, give Lizzie's a try, and you'll never go anywhere else. Now, the afterlife? That's a different story. Sure, you can cut loose and have a good time here, but the afterlife is a place of business above all else. Want to meet a fixer about a job that needs doing, discuss important gig details with a client over drinks, or maybe just sit back and people watch to see the comings and goings of the NC Underworld's biggest merc and fixer names? The afterlife is a great place for all the above. The only place, really. If you're looking for the city's marquee events, you'll find yourself at Riot. Chart-topping playlists, live performances from the brightest stars, both local and from around the world, DJ battles, unique music shows and media, packed album premieres. Sound like you're seen? Don't miss out on Riot.
I have connections.
Hey,
Successful meeting?
Barry. Hey, Mateo. How well do you know Evelyn?
You know, in passing.
Please. You know I ain't buying that. She come here often, Evelyn?
She didn't tell you?
Didn't come up.
She comes around sometimes.
See Judy?
Maybe.
They close?
You know, been nice to chat. I gotta get back to work.
All right. Thanks for the chat. Thanks. Better get going. What the fuck?
What's the status? Alright, so I ranked up. Ooh. Should I get here? Alright.
Going in or staying out?
Yeah. We're still called Great Reality Check. When they usher in the world of the future. When money changes hands, the true self becomes a victim of capitalism. Okay, I accidentally fired that. Okay, let's all run for the gunfire. That was my bad. My bad. Ouch. Okay, having a melee weapon is useful.